Hello investors, I am Amol Singh Banga. In this pitch, I shall be discussing my idea for an innovation of an animal cruelty-free cell culture media. Cell culture is a very common technique. It is used to grow cells under controlled situations. It has various applications in the biotech industry. Diagnosis of infections, testing new drugs, production of enzymes are just a few of those. For the growth of these cells, they need to be provided with nutrients in the form of a growth media. The most commonly and widely used media is fetal bovine serum, and this is where the problem arises. FBS is obtained by slaughtering pregnant cows to harvest blood from the fetus. This is a significant ethical issue that needs to be addressed. Annually, 600,000 liters of FBS is produced, which requires the slaughter of approximately 1.8 million fetuses. Luckily, I have a solution. Various serum-free growth media are available, but they cannot serve the purpose of a universal supplement like FBS, as they do not promote the growth of all kinds of cells. Another solution could be using byproducts of the meat industry. Bovine ocular fluid is one such example. It is obtained from the eye of the cow within 6 hours of its slaughter. Combination of this fluid with sheep plasma and human albumin protein would be a perfect replacement. But the demand for FBS is extremely high, and it is impossible for the byproducts of the meat industry to meet that demand. Hence, we come to my solution, using recombinant DNA technology to modify organisms to synthesize the desired product to produce the perfect alternative for FBS. Recombinant DNA technology involves altering genetic materials outside the organism to obtain the enhanced desired product. Here, the genes that are responsible for the synthesis of the nutrients in FBS can be isolated and inserted in the appropriate host to produce the desired product. Here in the image, you can see that human growth hormone is produced using this technology in a similar way. To get the ground running, and approval from the university to support the research and for the use of laboratory facilities would be a must. An initial pre-seed funding of 20,000 to 30,000 Australian dollars for the purchase of the required materials and the equipment would be essential. For this, I would like to apply for a grant through the Linkage Project scheme of the Australian Research Council. The scheme is for innovative research projects that are partnered with universities. An approval for this grant would be of great help. Once the media formulation has been perfected and tested against various cell types effectively, I will be filing a patent to protect my intellectual property. The patent would also greatly assist attracting investors for my next round of funding. I would be raising approximately 100,000 to 120,000 Australian dollars for the scaling up operations and product commercialization. I would like to raise this round of funding through venture capitalists, as I would require their help in the future for regulatory aspects and product commercialization. The project would be divided in 3 phases. The first phase would focus on setting up experiments to get the perfect formulation. Once that is done, the project would move on to its second phase. This phase would start off with the patent applications to protect my IP. I would then feel safe to use this formulation in collaboration with major biotech companies for their cell culture operations. This would not only test the efficiency of my growth media, but would also act as a marketing tactic. From this, we would move on to the third and final phase, where we will be dealing with the regulatory challenges. Once those have been overcome, we will move on to commercializing the product to release it into the market. This product will be extremely impactful because of its benefits over the existing products in the market. It would be financially benefiting, which is very important to me as well as my investors. The product would be superior in quality, it would not pose any ethical challenges, and would also be beneficial to the environment. I would like to thank you for your valuable time.